going to give you all the video that I promised. Today I'm filming a Q&A. Just a few questions that I got after I posted my abortion story. I had you guys post on Facebook and on Instagram some questions that you all have about the video that I posted. If you guys had any questions about anything that I said in the video, I just gave you guys the opportunity to ask, and this is the moment that I'm going to answer. I didn't get a whole bunch of questions. I got just a few, so I'm gonna get into them. I just want to say thank you first and foremost to everybody who did watch the video and who reached out and gave encouraging words and who were just being kind. And some people did reach out and share their stories via DM. I posted a lot of the feedback that I did receive on Instagram, so if you don't follow me already on Instagram, go over and follow me at Sincerely Ramis. It's the same thing as my YouTube name, but we're going to get right into the questions. I don't want this video to be too long because I have another video to film after this. So the first question is, what made you tell the story about your abortion? So the first reason that I decided to make the video was because I thought about it for a while, and I was like, you never really told anybody what happened. You never shared your full story. You never was able to, even just to a friend, you were never able to say, dang, this, that, and the third happened. And I wanted it to be like a reflective moment for myself. And then also I felt like somewhere, some young girl or young boy is somewhere going through this. And I know when I was in the situation, I would have loved to have been able to see a video of somebody, in a similar situation as me, sharing their story. And, it just lets you know that you're not alone. You're not the only person going through it. That it's more common than we like to think about, and there's nothing to be embarrassed about. I know abortions, for the most part, have like these bad stigmas. When it's crazy because they have all these bad stigmas, but more people get them than we know, than we would like to admit. So I just felt like this would be a good story to share, and it was the opportunity to create a forum to talk about something that was so common and something that's so important, especially in brown and black communities. And I just wanted to be able to be the person to open up the dialogue, to let people know that it's okay and that you can overcome the situation and it's not the end of the world. So next question is, do you regret your decision? No, I don't regret my decision. I do feel like I made the perfect decision for myself and my situation at the time. I was very young. I was working, but I was a teenager. It wasn't like it was something substantial. And I know that I had goals. I know that, the child's father had goals. And I felt like I wanted to give us both the chance to be able to live out to our fullest potential with, without complicating our lives even more than it already was. So no, I don't regret my decision. The next question is, how old were you? I'm going to say I was 15, but if I'm being honest, I really don't know exactly how old I was. I'm just going to go with 15. That's what my heart says. I don't really know. I could go fact check it, but I don't feel like doing all that. But I think I was 15. The next question is, this one is it's not shady, but it's a little shady. The next question is, did Raspy fulfill his mother's dreams like you did? Laugh out loud, MSU class of 2015. So as you know, that's clearly, I graduated from MSU in 2015. That was one of my classmates. She's asking basically, because in the video, his mom was really adamant about he has a future, he's gonna go do great things, he's gonna go do this, he's gonna do that, whatever. And she was kind of saying it in a way to downplay me, and was like, my son's gonna do this, it's gonna be great, and if y'all have a baby, he's not gonna be able to do these things. I don't know if he was able to fulfill his dreams or his mother's dreams. I'm really not sure. I did go after, I got some questions or whatever. I didn't put all the questions in here because some of y'all was asking ridiculous stuff, but I did go and look him up on Facebook, and I did find that he's in some sort of branch of the military, or he was at some point. I don't know if he still is. And he's dating someone. She's a really pretty lady too. And he appears to be doing well for himself. I don't really know. I haven't talked to this man in years. So I can just tell you guys what I saw on the internet. And that's what I saw. He's in the military. He's dating someone. and he looks like he's doing well for himself. So I don't know. But for me, I was able to graduate from MSU with my bachelor's degree. I'm actually currently getting my master's degree right now. I'm almost done. I've, surpassed the halfway mark. I'm well on my way to do big things. I've opened up a store. I've had my own business and things like that, an online store. Any goal that I've had, I was able to reach and succeed. So I'm sure he's doing well. I'm doing well. No shade here or there. So let's just go to the next question. The next question is, do you want kids in the future? Okay. So this is a question that I get a lot. I get a lot of pressure. Not like OD pressure, like not super serious static, but my friends and family sometimes will ask me, when are you gonna have a baby? My mom ODs. When you gonna give me a grandchild? When you gonna, I want my little baby from you. Yeah, I got, my nephew and my niece Damari and Dami, but she's like, I need one from you. I absolutely positively do not want children right now. I'm not in a state to have children. I don't even think about it. I'm not in a relationship. I'm not close to anybody in that way romantically to consider having children. And if I'm being honest, there's nothing about the life of a parent that is attractive to me. There's nothing about having a child that is attractive to me. Like nothing about that life makes me say, ooh, I wanna be a mom. I wanna be, no, I like to travel. I like to do things. I like to get up and go when I please, without having to think about, I have a child. Let me find daycare, babysitter, some type of something. I just can't imagine my life being that way. Now, I will say, I'm not saying like I'll never have kids. Do I see it for myself? No, I really honestly see myself being the auntie that got a little bit of money, that she come in, she pop out, but she be traveling. Like, the aunt that you see, you go like, auntie, can I get $100? She break you off and she going about her business. I see myself just being successful. Obviously at some point finding love, being with that person and living our lives. Now I will say, if I get into a situation and I'm with my husband or with my wife and they want to have children, I would definitely compromise and make the sacrifice and, pop out a child. But that's it. I'm one. I'm not doing two. So either you're going to have to come with one already from somewhere else, or you're just going to have to be okay with just getting one out of me. We can adopt something else, but you getting, like, I already not really fond of the idea. So don't drag it. But yeah, I don't really see myself being a mom. No. The next question is, can you talk about your emotional experience following the abortion? And they put in parentheses 1 month to a year later. So I will say I'm not a real outwardly emotional person. Like, I'm more of I deal with my emotions with myself, because I'm a firm believer in your emotions belong to you and they're your issue, they're your problem, they're your situation to deal with, and it's not something that you should put on other people, because sometimes that can be draining for the person you're putting it on. So I kind of like to, if I need to talk about something, I will, but I didn't really express myself about it. Like I said to you guys, this is my first time during that video recanting and and saying out loud what happened, what I experienced. So excuse me, that was Rona's calling. So I didn't really ever outwardly say how I felt, but I definitely was sad. I was scared. I was, having all these feelings like, is God ever going to forgive me? Is God mad at me? Is my mom mad at me? Are my parents, do my parents still look at me the same? Am I still going to get the same love? And with time, I saw that it was okay. My mom just kept reassuring me that, you're not damaged goods. There's nothing wrong with you. I don't think there's anything, wrong with you. I still love you. My mom poured into me. Everything that came and emptied out of my cup that day, my mom poured it back into my cup. She made sure that, I was okay emotionally. She made sure that I knew that I was loved, and that I knew that even though the decision I made wasn't even what she wanted me to do, she made sure that I knew that I made the right decision for myself, and that everything will be okay, and this too shall pass. Um, I would say years down the line, like I said recently, and like little milestones. Like a year later, I was like, oh damn, my baby would have been one. 5 years later, I'm like, my child would have been five, and like yeah, periodically I do have those moments where I think about like, had I not made this decision at this time, my life would be like this. I always wonder what kind of mom I would have been if I would have continued on with the pregnancy. I also like think about what kind of personality my child would have. Would it be a boy or a girl? I always just wonder what my life would have been like, but all it is just imagining stuff and hypotheticals and what ifs and things like that. So I never really get hung up on them, but I do have those quick little reflective moments like, dang, my life would be like this, or oh, I think this would be like this, or I would hope that this would have been like this, but I don't really harp on it. I still to this day stand firm in my decision, and I'm content with the decision that I made. And that was the last question. If you guys have any more questions that you want to ask me privately, DM me, send me a private message or something like that. You can email me at ramisclark@yahoo.com. All of the stops. I just want to thank everybody again for sending so much love, writing so many positive messages. We're gonna keep the dialogue open. If you guys ever feel like it may be a month down the line, if you find yourself in a similar situation, hit me up. We could talk about it. Obviously, if you feel comfortable telling your business, that's up to you. I'm not a messy hoe, so you ain't gotta worry about you telling me something and then it's all in the streets. We're not gonna do that. But I just want my platform from this point forward to be, like a positive space. I want to share my stories, whether they're good, bad, funny, boring, whatever. I just wanted to, share my life with you guys and do the best that I can to be of help to somebody at some point in the future. So thank you guys for tuning in. Please subscribe and turn the post notifications on so you guys can get a direct notification whenever I post a video. I'm gonna film another video today, so stay tuned. I'm not really gonna edit this too much because I just don't feel like it's necessary, and I want to try to get this out today. So I'm gonna get this out, and then I'm gonna go film another video, and that will be another juicy story time. It'll be obviously a personal experience of mine. So guys, stay tuned. Thank you so much again. Please make sure you comment, like, and subscribe.